All right, we'll start the prayers. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. All right. So till the previous call or lecture, we finished the Sundara Kanda, and Hanuman, he came, and he came back to Lord Ramachandra, and he gave the news of the Sita's findings. And Valmiki Maharshi here, he says, Kritam Hanumata Karyam Sumahad Bhuvi Durlabham Manasape Yadanyenana Shakyam Dharani Tale. So he said, Dharani Tale, on the surface of this earth, and an outstanding work, the most arduous work in the world has been done by Hanuman. No one could be carried out by even on this earth or on the other planets. Hanuman, he has done an impossible task. See, when you do a service to a person, right, just whatever the person has said, you do and come. That is one level. But here, Hanuman, he was primarily asked just to find Sita Devi, if she's all well or not. Just see and come back where she is. But what did Hanuman do? He did more than that. He went to Sita Mai, prevented her, on an outwardly, that when she was about to give her life, Hanuman recited the Rama Katha, gave a very, very nice, sweet news to Sita Mai, and then he gave warning to Ravana. He killed 1/4 of the army of Ravana. Just Hanuman alone wiped out 1/4 of Ravana's army. That much. He could do it completely. No, but he waited for the Lord's permission. So 1/4 he wiped out. Then what did he do? After that, when his tail was was lighted with fire, he burned the Lanka and came back. So he did other tasks as well. So that person is at a much higher level. Ityuktva pritihrishtango ramastam parishsvaje hanumantam kritatmanam Khara iti vakyam upagatam. So Rama was very joyous. He embraced Hanuman, and he was so happy. He was saying that your mission is fulfilled, successful. And now Rama has started thinking how to cross the ocean with all these monkeys. Because he knows Hanuman can go and jump. But how to cross the ocean? Then Sugriva said, Seturatra yata badhyetha pashyema tam purim tasya rakshasa rajyasya tathatvam kuru raghava. So Sugriva is saying, you take certain steps in such a way that we can construct a bridge across the sea and we reach that city of those Rakshasas. And he says, once you be certain, Rama, that Ravana will be killed. Once he is seen on the battle, and once we see the city of Lanka, Ravana will be killed. And then Sugriva further says that This Lanka is an island. So without building the bridge across the sea, Lanka cannot be defeated even by demigods. So, but don't be depressed, Rama. You think how it can be achieved. Then Rama asked Hanuman, Hanuman, have you seen Lanka both in the day and the night? You tell me how Lanka is being protected. Then Hanuman describes the Lanka. Lanka Puri Niralamba Devadurga Bhayavaha Na Adeyam Parvatam Vanyam Kritrimam Cha Chaturvidham. Lanka is impregnable. That means no one can enter. It is a celestial abode. It is surrounded by water. It's built on a mountain, not on a flat land. Lanka is built on a mountain, Parvatam. It has four-folded defenses, including the forests and the artificial fortification. So there is one side that's full of forest, then there is a water body all around, and there is a fortress, a wall. So then Hanuman says that since it is on the other side of the ocean, my dear Ramachandra, it does not offer any kind of passage for vehicles. And there's no proper communication also from any sides. And around those four walls of Lanka, it is protected by a river. And crocodiles are left in that river. And there are four gates, and always there are millions of demons guarding at the gate. So, my dear Lord, you please decide a particular muhurta. That means a particular auspicious time when we can all start. In astrology, basically, there's a good time, bad time, and all those. There are particular times of muhurta. When you go in that, it is specially meant to for going to a war. That means you come out very successful. There are certain kinds of muhurta when you do something in that, it causes harm. So Lord Ramachandra, he selects the muhurta. Muhurta is the time. What kind of muhurta? That is called Vijaya Muhurta, a particular 48 minutes period. I mean, every muhurta is in the multiples of the 48 minutes. One muhurta is 48 minutes. And multiples of that 48 minutes make a day. The Vedic day, okay, astrological day. So Rama is saying now it is called Vijaya Muhurta. Vijaya Muhurta is Vijaya is like victorious. Now sun is at noon. It is Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra. One of the star nakshatra is Uttara Phalguni. It is favorable for journey. So let all the millions of monkeys headed by Nila, let them go in front. Now, you see how the planning of Ramachandra and his troops are. He does not say, okay, let's all begin and let's all go walk towards the south. No. He sends first one group of monkeys headed by Nila to go and search what for, like they should decide where to rest, how far they should walk. And because Ramachandra is very conscious of the other monkeys. If they all get very tired by the time they reach Lanka, then what they will fight? So there must be proper water, there must be food, they must not get tired. So Neela and your team, let you go first. You find all these places. No, in a similar way also in ISKCON, when we have Tirthayatras, when we go on pilgrimages in huge groups, there used to be one group which will go to the particular place the previous day itself, prepare all the prasadam and all those, takes care of that hospitality, and then once they make it, they keep it ready. Then they move to the next city, even before the previous group reaches. So they do like that. Similarly, Ramachandra also planned it this way. So, and then he orders, you have to be very conscious if there are any spies are around. Okay, be conscious of those. So go first, nicely arrange for the hospitality for these many zillions and zillions of monkey army. And then it was decided that the remaining group, who should be protected on what side. So Vrishabha, he should protect on the right. Gandhamadhana monkey, he should be protecting Rama, Hanuma, all of them, the group on the left side. Rama is sitting on the Hanuman shoulders, and Lakshmana is sitting on Angada's shoulders. Angada is son of Vali. And Sugriva, he's a king, he's on chariot. And Jambavan, Sushena, Vegadarshi, all of them, they will be behind. And some of them, they also protect the middle part of the army. Okay, so Neela and his group, they immediately left with his army, and he was looking for the best places where they can rest. And the monkeys, they were all overexcited. They are jumping overwhelmingly with roaring sound. They're playing so many musical instruments like trumpets, and they're marching towards the southern direction. And all of them are shouting, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. And they started their journey. Now, parallel to this, in Lanka, Ravana, he also called for an assembly. He got the news by his spies. And he calls for the assembly, and then he declares himself. He says, no one can come here. No one can conquer. So no demigods can conquer. No, our Lanka is so great. But a small monkey, they came, and he destroyed 1/4. Or sometimes in other versions, it is told as 1/3 of my army has been destroyed by just one monkey. And he burnt the Lanka. Now, Rama is approaching Lanka with zillions of monkeys. And you see, Ravana is saying this. Rama is very strong. Somehow he will cross his 100 yojanas and come. How should we fight? This was a question which is putting in the assembly. See, somehow Ravana is saying, although he's saying that no one can conquer and all that, this is a duplicit nature. He's saying somehow Rama will come. He will come and he will conquer us. So now he started asking, so all of you, please give me your suggestions. Now, the ministers who are in the assembly of Ravana, all of them know. Anyway, Ravana will not listen to good suggestions. Okay, and they're all unethical people. So they only talk nice words, pleasing words, which Ravana likes to hear. So this is a group of people whom he's keeping. So hearing these words of Ravana, all those demons who were very strong, and here Valmiki is saying they're stupid. They're stupid without any moral conduct. They all raised up, they joined their palms in a namaskara posture, and they spoke to Ravana. And they said, my dear king, our army, it is equipped with iron bars, javelins, double-edged swords, darts, sharp-edged spears. So our army is great, very great. Why are you even getting worried? And now they're trying to reason the last defeat with Hanuman. So they are saying, last time Hanuman, he suddenly came. And we were unprepared. So we were unable to kill him. If you give us the order right now, we will go immediately and we will kill Rama and his army and we'll come back. So you see, this is what the Ravana's ministers are talking. Now, in one of them, one of the minister, they send some spies. Now his name is Vajradamshtra. So he is saying, no, let us take the form of monkeys and let's join their army. So we will see the means by which they will cross ocean, and if they try to cross the ocean, we will destroy that means. Okay, even if they cross the ocean, we will take back our real demon forms and we will kill all the army from behind. So they're saying, Ravana, it is so easy to kill them. Don't worry. You just give the orders. You see, none of them, they could measure the strength of Rama's army. So many demons are speaking. They're saying, is it a big deal to kill them? Don't worry, we can easily win over them. Now, Valmiki Maharshi mentions that the demons like Surya Shatru, see the names itself will say, Surya Shatru, enemy to Surya Dev. Shuttagna, Mahaprashva, Mahodara, Agnidhara, Rashmiketu, Indrajit, Prahastha, Virupaksha, Vajradamshtra, Dhumaraksha, Atikaya, Dhurmukha. All of these demons, they were talking favorable to Ravana. At that time, Vibhishana, he got up. And he said, all of you first of all sit down. Ravana, let me tell you the reality. Pramatteshva abhiyukteshu daivena prahateshu cha vikramastat siddhyanti pariksha vidhina kritaha. Apramattam katham tam tu vijigishum bale sthitam jitarosham duradharsham pradharshayitum ichhatha. See, he tells that Ravana, how do you wish to attack the glorious Rama? He is always attentive. He has the will to conquer. He is established in his religiosity, in his dharma, in his strength. He has subdued his anger. He has subdued his enemies. And this anger is very difficult to conquer, to get conquered. But Rama had conquered his anger. You understand, Rama definitely has to win the war. It is not a question of choice. Sometimes, many times, in Mahabharata, in Srimad Bhagavatam, in Ramayana itself, there are many instances where the king goes and he fights a war, he loses. Then he goes back. For example, Jarasandha in Srimad Bhagavatam. So 18 times, 17 or 18 times, he used to bring his army to Mathura. And Krishna Balaram used to defeat them. And every time he used to return back. Again, he used to gather all the demoniac army with him. Again comes back. Again gets defeated. Again goes back. It was like a choice there. You see, even Ravana also, when Ravana came to Vali to fight, Vali, he just wrapped up Ravana in his tail. So there was a choice. So Vibhishana is saying that it is not a choice for Rama here. He definitely has to win. Because why? His wife is here. When Hanuman came here, who was here to face him? Anyone who was sent to him, whoever was sent to him to fight, was killed. So you all ministers, how can you talk like that? That, okay, no, it's not a big deal, we will just kill. One monkey had destroyed 1/3 of the army. So we should know the strength and weaknesses of our enemies. And it is proved that none of you have guessed Lord Rama's strength. Small monkey crossed 100 yojanas of ocean, destroyed 1/3 of army, burned the Lanka down. None of you were able to check his progress. You're not even able to capture him. So it doesn't look like that any of you have measured his strength. This war which is coming to us is not because he wants to win over us or we want to win over him. Like in a war, when they want to when they go like conquering some countries, so one country wants to conquer the other countries. So this war is not like that Rama Ikshvaku dynasty wants to conquer the Lanka. No. Or neither we want to conquer Ikshvaku dynasty. Not like that. We abducted Rama's wife Sita from Janasthana. So first of all, why should we even do that? So let's take her back and submit to Lord Ramachandra. We have done the wrong deeds. Rama has not done it. We have done it. All of you, all the ministers, you're all talking as if there is a mistake on the part of Rama. We have done the mistake. Instead, you are glorifying Ravana. You see, you are all saying that Rama, see, again, in a summarized way, I'm talking about all the ministers. They gave so many arguments. Okay, now Vibhishana is defending all those arguments. So what the arguments they said? So Vibhishana started saying that you are saying that Rama had killed the Kharadushanas in the forest, 14,000 Kharadushanas, Kharadushana and his armies. You see, Rama did not go to Kharadushana. Right? Kharadushanas came along with his army. They were trying to destroy Rama. So in defense, he had to kill. Now, before even that, why did Surpanakha instigate him? And without knowing the facts, who asked Karadushana to go? And even before that, why did Surpanakha go to Rama Lakshmana? So only on his defense, Rama on his defense, he released the arrows and all the 14,000 army was destroyed. As per the Shastras, he did not mention the Shastric word again, otherwise they will get upset. He said, anyone who enjoys with others' wife, will he live happily? He will have to suffer a lot. Not just he, along with his followers, he will get destroyed. So we have done a big offense. Let's try to correct ourselves and submit Sita Devi to Ramachandra. And we all can live happily. The reason of this enmity is the abduction of Sita Devi. If we remove that enmity by returning her to Rama, there will not be any war. You're all talking about war, war, war. Why? There is no question of getting to the war. Nobody spoke a word when Vibhishana was telling. Everyone was in silence. No one responded, including Ravana. Ravana did not like that. Although this is a reality, Ravana did not like it. So Vibhishana understood. These people are not willing to listen to what is the reality. So Vibhishana, he left from that place. But he thought, maybe let me try telling to Ravana personally, not in an assembly, but in personal in his quarters, I will go and tell him. So next day in the morning, Vibhishana, he went to Ravana's quarters because it's early in the morning hours. Mind will be little peaceful. So Vibhishana spoke to Ravana. Brother, my dear brother, the day you abducted Sita, I could see many bad omens in Lanka. And he's saying all the bad omens that are happening. When I sit for Yajna, the fire is not happily receiving the ingredients. There are some auspicious omens and inauspicious omens as well when you do a Yajna. Okay, there are tongues, you see, the tongues of the fire, which we say. The flame which comes on the top, it has like the tongues of a snake, you see. Those are called tongues. So the fire is not happily receiving. That means the tongues are not coming up properly. And he said the fire sparkles are all falling all over. That means demigods are not happy in receiving this ingredients. Tongues of the fire are not appearing. And always, whenever we try to start a yajna, the smoke is appearing. And the snakes are coming into the kitchen. When that is happening, when the snakes are coming into kitchen, it means that that husband from that house will very soon leave his body. The snakes, they do not come into the places where Vedas are being practiced. But when there is a yajna, or this is being performed, all the small insects or ants, which should not get killed by falling, you have homa dravya. That means the offerings that we put into the fire. And what are those offerings? Like ghee, curd, milk, the rice pudding. So these small insects and the ants, they're falling into these different preparations which are to be offered into the fire. And that's why all the ingredients of the yajnas, they are getting polluted. Wherever we are seeing in Lanka, the cows are getting thinner and they're becoming weak. Now, it is mentioned that, when someone keeps a cow, normally the cow absorbs all the sins of that house. Okay, but here, what is it saying? But now that they have become very thin, because she's not even able to receive and digest the sinful reactions. The horses are depressed. They are not eating green grass. All the hairs that are on bulls, from bulls and camels, they are falling down. Crows are crying unnecessarily. And where are they crying? They're crying outside each of the houses in Lanka. They're crying. They're not making sound. They're crying. That means in every one of those houses, there will be a dead person. Eagles are flying around the Lanka in circles. Foxes are coming in Sandhya times. That means there are 3 Sandhya: morning Sandhya, morning sunrise, that time, then noon Sandhya, afternoon, exactly 12, and then the evening, the twilight. So the foxes are coming and they're howling during the Sandhya times. Unnecessarily, they're shouting. So it's not just me. All the people in Lanka, they are facing bad omens and they are worried. It's even Prahastha, his very close associate. Prahastha knows about it, but he's not telling you. So, my dear brother, let's return her and let's be happy. Listen to me. Return Sita. All these things will not happen. Now, Ravana is replying. He said, returning Sita is never going to happen. I can defeat Indra. You are selling all these bad omens. I don't see those bad omens. And why are you worried? Nobody can do any harm to me. I have got the biggest boons. So you leave, you get out. So Bhishma, what he can do? He left from that place. Now, Ravana, he came to know that Rama and his monkey army has come to the southern seashore. Okay, so maybe let me show you that seashore. Okay, I hope you all can see. Can you all see?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So you see, Kishkinda is somewhere in the Hampi area. No, in the here in the wherever my mouse is near this area, on the border of Karnataka and Andhra. This is where the Kishkinda region is. So they all travel south. Okay, and they came to this place. There is a place here called Tirupullani. This one, yeah. Oh, what happened? Okay, this is the one, Tirupullani. They all reached this place here, and you see the Sri Lanka is here. This is Sri Lanka. Okay, Tirupullani here. So Rama and his army, they reached to this place, Tirupullani, this place. And when Ravana got to know that they have reached, so he immediately called for another assembly. Ravana. You see, the demons, this is what they try to do. They try to they don't look for the truth. So they have done some fishy stuff, and they will be looking for supporters. That's what they're interested on. So again, he calls Ravana. He calls for an assembly, and in that assembly, I cannot mention it in this call, but Ravana, he's describing every part of Sita Mai's body. And then he says, because of that features, I have become very lusty. So looking at her, I abducted Sita. And you see, I did not immediately abuse her. I kept Sita Devi in Ashokavanam. And what is he's saying? See, you see demons, how they change the words. He's saying that Sita Devi said that she will wait for 1 year. Did Sita Devi said, I'll wait for 1 year? No. This is how they change. But she said for 1 year. She said she will wait for 1 year. And you know that I went for various wars. And all of us have helped me at that time. Now also you should all help me. So Kumbhakarna, he woke up. Kumbhakarna is the brother of Ravana. One of the brothers of Ravana. So he is the one with the huge body, like a mountainous body. Okay. So I'll explain more about him when the Yuddha Kanda progresses further. So he woke up and he came to the assembly, the same assembly. And then Kumbhakarna also chastised Ravana. Just like Vibhishana, Kumbhakarna has also done it. What did he say? My dear brother, before abducting Sita, you should have consulted us. But you didn't do it. Then what is the use of calling for this assembly and consulting now? But then Kumbhakarna said, all right, whatever done is done. But let's correct it right now. Okay, his kind of correction is, you see, this is Vibhishana's kind of correction is that you go back and return Sita Devi. And what is his correction? Okay, let's correct it now. When Rama and Lakshmana, they come here, before even they aim their arrows at us, I will kill them, I'll drink their blood. And not only that, I'll eat all other monkeys. So I'll bring you all the success. So you forget about your worries. You nicely drink liquor and enjoy. Then Indrajit and Prahastha, all these people, they also degraded, blaspheming Rama and Lakshmana in front of Ravana. He also told so many things. Oh, Rama and Lakshmana, they're been banished by their father. Imagine what kind of sins they might have committed that they got banished. So to such a banished person, such a beautiful wife is not apt. All kinds of things they started talking. Vibhishana was not able to keep calm. He was not able to tolerate. This is one of the qualities of the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas, when they hear the blasphemy of other or the truthful people or the other devotees, they cannot keep quiet. If they are keeping quiet, then that means they have not come to the level of Vaishnavas. So he immediately rose up from his seat and he said to Ravana, Ravana, again I am telling you, all of you don't know who Rama and Lakshmana are. You're all unknown about, you don't know about their strength. And Ravana, none of these people are measuring the capability of the other side army. Ravana, you don't think that other side you have enemies. No. Right in front of you, the enemies are there. Who are those? Your son is your enemy now. Okay. First of all, you should not at all invite your children into the assembly, okay, and make them listen how you have intense lust towards a woman. Are you not shameful? See, every time, this is what I said, when he called for assembly, everyone came, including his sons. And he's talking lustily about a woman in front of his sons. So Vibhishana said, why are your sons, first of all, in the assembly? They have no eligibility to talk in such an assembly. So Ravana, at least listen to me now. Return Sitamai to Rama. And all these demons who are talking now, they cannot face Rama and Lakshmana. I'm telling you, they will all die. And Vibhishana gives very great advice. He says, Ravana, one can stay together maybe with an enemy, or even with a furious snake, you can live. But one cannot stay together with an opponent who has a violent thoughts inside, but he's acting like a very nice friend outside, a duplicitous. This is what even Srimad Bhagavatam also says, that a snake is not dangerous. An envious person is much more dangerous than a snake. Then once he has finished saying, Ravana, he got up. He said, I am of very high conduct. I'm educated. I'm righteous. You are insulting me and you're humiliating me. And he blasphemed Vibhishana left, right, and center in front of everyone, even in front of his sons also. Then Vibhishana, he felt that this is not the right place for me to stay here, because he tried so many ways to stop. And if he stays, he's there on the wrong side. So immediately, at once, he flew in the sky along with 4 of his ministers. And then once he was in sky, he told, my dear brother, you are the king, you're brother to me. You if you want to say anything, maybe you utter like whatever you like, because elder brother is like a father. Even if he's not staying in a right path, he has to be respected. But I cannot forbear these harsh words from you. So those who have polluted your mind, why will you hear good words? So don't worry, you will get the people who speak very pleasing words everywhere. But one who speaks useful but unpleasing words, and one who listens to them, they are very rarely obtained. That means it's very rare to get a person who listens to some unpleasant words. That person might be correcting him, but the other person to listen to his correction is a great person. So I only desire for your welfare, but always keep my words in mind. You nicely guard this city, and yourself along with all the demons. By all means, you live happily. Let everyone be well with you. I'm leaving. You will be a very happy person without me. So I'm leaving from here. So Vibhishana, he, along with his 4 ministers, he crossed the ocean and he stood in the sky in front of Lord Ramachandra. So from Lanka, from this Lanka's place, he flew to this Tirupullani. But you see, he kept his wife and his daughters guarding Sitamai. Okay. Then, so he crossed the ocean. He stood in the sky in front of Lord Ramachandra, and then he said that, my dear Rama, there is a demon. He is called Ravana. He is the king of all the demons. He is having a very bad conduct. I'm his younger brother. I'm known as Vibhishana. It is Ravana who have, after killing the bird Jatayu, he took away Sita Devi from Janasthana. So that unfortunate lady, she is held captive against her will, and she is in the amidst of all the female demons. I tried to persuade Ravana so many times, again and again, by my various words and arguments, and I tried to restore Sita. I asked her to restore to Sita Devi to Lord Rama, but he did not take my advice. Soham Purushitastena dasavaccha avamanitaha tyaktva putramaha cha daramaha cha raghavam sharanam gataha. So you see, he says avamanitaha. Avamanita means humiliated. He insulted. But when I tried to do this, my brother, what he did, he criticized and he abused me. He humiliated me as a slave. So, leaving my sons and my wife, I have come here to take refuge with Rama. Actually, he does not directly speak to Rama. He speaks to some of the servants that means some of the monkeys in the sky. So he says, Tyaktva putramaha, leaving all my sons and my wife and relatives, cha daramaha, I have come here to take refuge. That means Raghavam Sharanam Gataha. Sharanam, that means I have come here to surrender unto Lord Ramachandra. Then Sugriva then took the message to Lord Ramachandra and then said, this Vibhishana is standing on the sky. He said so and so, but Rama, he's from enemy's army. He wanted to create a difference between us, and he wants to divide us, and finally he wants to kill us. So we should also respect such a cruel person accordingly. You order me, I will kill him. Then Rama said, oh, all right, he's an enemy. Even then, you tell me why I should allow him to join with us. Then one by one, each of them say, Angada, he said, okay, if you're saying that we should allow, then we should examine his rights and wrongs. So let's try to send some spies and find out if his conduct is good and all that. Then we will say, if they say yes, then we will allow him. Then some of them said, no, we will ask them some questions. So based on his answers, we shall decide. Then Hanuman said, how is it all possible? See, if the person is in different place, you can send some spies, you can ask them to observe his nature, and then come back and say. He's standing right in front of us. Where will you send the spies to? So then Rama asked Hanuman, what do you think? Then Hanuman said, no, he's a very righteous person. When I was in the assembly of Ravana, he actually stopped from the Ravana soldiers to kill me. He is a righteous person. We can allow him. Now, then Rama said one thing. See, all of you are sending. All of you are telling so many reasons why I should accept him or why I should not accept him. But one thing, let me tell you, Sakrideva prapannaya tava asmi iti cha yachate. Abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadami etad vratam mama. Vratam mama. Vratam is a kind of a solemn or a pledge, solemn pledge. What did he say? That anyone who seeks refuge in me just once, telling me that I am yours, prapannaya, I am yours, then I will not even think of what he is or what he is not. I'll give him assurance of safety against all types of beings. This is my pledge, my vrata. This is my promise. Then Vibhishana, he surrenders to Rama. And then and there, what Rama does is, he asks Vibhishana, you come and sit here. And Rama, taking the waters from Samudra, from the ocean, he coronates him right then and there as the king of Lanka. So, there were few ministers who traveled with Vibhishana. 2 of them or 3 of them, they were already spies. They were sent with Vibhishana, you also go. So they were captured, but Vibhishana, Rama said, no, let them go and let them ask him, let them go and inform. Then Ravana's spies, those spies, they inform of all that had happened on this side, that Vibhishana has been coronated by Ramachandra as the king of Lanka. And then Ravana, he sent Shuka. Shuka is one of the spy. He sends to Shuka. He sends Shuka to go and observe further. Okay. So meanwhile, Rama, he does a great austerity for 3 days. He does tapasya. And but there was no response. Okay, there was no response of Samudradev. Then Lord Ramachandra, he became angry. Then he took his Brahmastra. He took his weapon called Nila, which was given by Vishwamitra and other sages. He took that weapon, and he was about to release it on Samudra, and actually that will make the entire ocean dry. So why did Rama he did, and he Samudra, he thought that, oh, who is he? He might be just one normal person who a human being. But when he took the Brahmastra, Samudradev, he came shivering in front of Lord Ramachandra. And he submitted to Lord Rama. Then he said, please forgive me for not being present before you. But Rama said, but I have already aimed this arrow. I cannot retrieve it. You tell me where to leave. Then Samudradev said, there are some demons on the northern shore, Marukantam. So there, in those shores, they drink my water. There are demons there who they drink my water and they pollute it. So you please release it there. There are demons called Abhira and Dasya. So Rama released that arrow. And that arrow evaporated the waters on the northern shores and it killed those demons. And that place became a desert. But since that that place was it accepted the Rama's arrow, it will be filled with grass. and it will be covered with many cows. So this is probably, from the northern shores is somewhere about near Russia, actually, Mongolia, Russia, that place. Okay, so then Samudradev said, you see, Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Lord, he's floating so many planets in air. He's suspending them. With what energy? That is the supreme potency. He can do anything. So he also ordered that I'm going to construct a bridge and you hold it. So it's again the same potency with which he had made the planets to float. He had used the same potency to float these stones. Okay, so it is mentioned that the bridge which you currently see, you see this bridge, actually you see this one. This is a link. You see there are some few small islands here. This bridge it was mentioned that it is 100 yojanas in length and 80 yojanas in width. 100 yojanas means 800 miles. Now it is only 200, 10 or 15, no, maybe. This whole entire thing you can just complete in like in 10 miles or so. But earlier it was 800 miles long, and the width of that is 88 into 80. That means 640 miles wide. So imagine the entire land or the island itself was like, how many 640 miles wide was the width of the bridge. So even today, you can see some portions of it. It is called Ramasetu. Somehow they find this portion of the land is it's very shallow. This portion of the waters are very shallow, and still today there are so many islands here. In this, there is one island here on which both India and Sri Lanka shares the border. Okay, so now they came with so many. They wanted to make a trench, one big passway, because it is so shallow waters. The ships cannot go through this, and because of that, they take a longer route to reach the southern ocean or this one. They want if they can make a way here, then they will save a lot of money. So that's what the Ramasetu project and all that. But that was again put on hold. Even today, you can find there are so many stones here, which are very heavy stones. They will be still floating. In Rameshwaram, still there is a temple of Hanuman. In the entrance of the Rameshwaram city is here. The entrance itself. There's a small. Where is it? Yeah, this is the temple. Somewhere here. Yeah, this one. There's a talab here. Correct. So near to this talab, or this one, or here, somewhere between this, there is a temple of Hanuman. There you can see the floating stones. They have captured few stones which are very heavy, which are guarded by mesh. You can't take them out, but you can lift them out. You can see how heavy they are, but they're floating in the water. So Rama, what he did, that all of them, all the Vanaras, they brought the nearby stones from the mountains and from all those places. They started making the bridge. Actually, they started making the bridge from here, from Tirupulani. And this Tirupulani temple, let me show you that this is the only temple in maybe in the entire world where you can see Lord Rama in the sleeping posture. This one. This deity, see this deity which is closer. You see this deity? Here you can see Lord Ramachandra is resting on the seashore. But in this deity you will see that he's being supported by Adisesha. But here you'll find all the weapons of Lord Ramachandra, like the bow, arrows, and others, along with the deity on one side. So this is the only place where the Mula Vigraha, the main deity, the stone deity behind, is in the sleeping posture. Rama, you will never find him sleeping. You will find him in the sitting posture in Bhadrachalam, and you will find him in the standing posture and all over the India. But you will never find him in the sleeping posture. So this is one of the Divyadeshams, very famous Divyadeshams in this place. And this is one of the temples inside that Tirupulani complex. And there was another. The main deity is called Jagannatha Perumal. And the Sthala Purana also states that Dasharatha Maharaj, he came here and he worshipped Jagannath in this place. Not the Jagannath of Puri. That deity name is also called Jagannath for Lord Ramachandra's appearance. The Sthala Purana states that. Okay. All right. So they started building this bridge at this place. Okay. So first day they completed 14 yojanas. One yojana is 8 miles. So they completed 14 yojanas. The second day they completed 20 yojanas. So all they have to do is they're bringing all big stones and all the mountains, rocks in the nearby places, and they're dumping it here. And they are making a huge bridge. So the third day they made 21 yojanas. The fourth day they made 22 yojana. The fifth day they made 23 yojanas, and they finished. In 5 days, they finished the construction of the bridge. So a bridge was built by Nala. Actually, it was headed by Nala, and which was 100 yojanas in distance, and all the monkeys, along with Lord Ramachandra, they crossed this ocean and they reached the Lanka. You see, this is the northern seashore of Lanka, southern seashore of the India. So they reached the northern seashore. Okay. With this, I'll stop here.